for David. Great. David did a great job. Went to the doctor today, and as you can see, I'm a little round. And wife was concerned about my weight and everything that entails. Well, the bad thing is when I went to the doctor and told her my weight, she had me step on the scale, which is kind of like that harness that you sit on because the scale doesn't go up to my weight, or like an animal harness. And she told me I really was not that overweight, which was surprising. I'm 285 pounds. The problem is, she said my ideal height should have been about 8'2". So according to my BMI, I'm overweight, I'm not obese. So, I kind of took that as good news, so I did what any fat guy would do, and I went to Walmart and went shopping. No, I didn't go to Burger King. You can tell by my shirts that I wear Hawaiian shirts because that kind of is the only thing that'll fit and not accentuate here. The problem with shopping for pants, though, is my size is way down there. And if you've ever seen a fat guy bend over and have to stay there for a while, when he gets up, he's really flush and really dizzy. So I've kind of found a way around it. There's my... Pull it out, wiggle it up on my foot, and throw it up in the air, and hopefully I catch it. Problem is, with my size pants, if a gust of wind happens to hit it, takes on the characteristics of a sail, it'll take off. The only problem I found, though, with pants my size is, for some reason, they seem to think that just because you have a 38-inch waist, you should have a 36 or 38-inch inseam. I don't know why. The bigger the waist, the taller the inseam. But, the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. So there is hope. I can get to be 8 feet tall. I've just never seen any of these 8 feet tall people walking around. Not even in the NBA. What was it? Manute Bol was like the tallest. He was, what, 7'7"? But he had a waist about 7 inches. So that kind of defeated the purpose a little bit. But also while shopping, the one thing I did notice is there's an awful lot of interesting characters walking around Walmart. I'm sure you've all seen the emails, the people of Walmart. I think they're all out by me and Crystal Lake. Because I can go to a Walmart in a normal town like Naperville or Aurora or Schaumburg or the nicer towns, and I don't see those people. I really don't. But I sure see them in Wakanda, McHenry, Huntley, where we really don't care how we look. Okay, our style of dress is more of an afterthought, right? Anyway, what do you guys think of that whole situation going on with the immigration laws in Arizona? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Do you realize, though, how long we've been dealing with that? Billy the Kid used to go to Mexico, and he'd come up here, right? All those outlaws. Let's hightail it to Mexico, hightail it to Mexico. You have all these Mexicans down there going, ASA, it's really dirty down here. I don't like it. We don't have anything. There's no jobs. There's no nothing. They kind of happen to look up in the air, and they're like, due north is New Mexico. That's got to be better than Old Mexico. Let's go to New Mexico. And we'll just kind of filter into Arizona while we're at it. Here lies the problem, and I have the solution. I say we send them to Canada. Okay? The funny thing about that, and what I would love to hear, is during hockey season. Okay? I can see it now. Hockey player shoots, he scores, and all you hear the announcer going, "Goal!" in his French Mexican accent. That would be hilarious. And yet I can't even see how that would happen because It's not like the Spanish people have an American accent, right? It's really, really Spanish. So how would it look like with French? I wish I could do that impersonation. That's something I can't do. So we'll just leave you with that mental image. But it would be funny. It really would. Or we can just put a fence around, Montana. Throw them all in Montana. I mean, what's it going to take? Like 6 buses to bring them all there? The other day, I was in a public washroom, minding my own business, and I happened to, kind of do one of these, and what the heck is that? Open up my pocket, and it was a candy bar. It was a Snickers bar. I'm a fat guy. Is that a surprise? The unfortunate thing is it melted. Every guy has gone through this, though, okay? Because we look at it and go, it's still edible, right? Problem is I got it all over my hands. So I had the chocolate, I had the nougat, I had the nuts on my hands. I'm going. Who would know if I dipped my hand and? No, I can't do that. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. The problem was, as I went to reach for toilet paper, there was no teepee there. Just then, a guy came into the stall next to me. I did what anyone would do. I just kind of reached under and went, "Hey, buddy, do you have any toilet paper?" Not even thinking. It was awesome, though. And the funny thing is he rolled the paper to me. Don't know what it was. Maybe it was that first impression I made. I don't know. I'm going to finish on this. I'll have a couple for you. It's kind of good. I saw an advertisement for muscular dystrophy, right? And I don't have a problem with Jerry's kids, but
I tried to make it quiet.
That's okay. I appreciate it. Anyway, they had they were asking to help them, with the walkathon. I'm thinking, that's not bad, but wait a minute. Mostly I thought of it. You can't walk, so we have to walk for you? Which isn't, that's okay, but it's kind of like comparing, and thinking, let's blow out anorexia by having a bake sale. That's about the same premise, right? Guess not. I've been married 21 years and have 4 kids. And I have come to the conclusion on one thing. If anyone's had a job longer than 5 years, you know how to do your job after 5 years, am I right?
Yeah.
So one person has had a job longer than 5 years. I feel like I'm back home in Crystal Lake. After 21 years, I can honestly sit here and tell you guys, I know nothing more about women now than when I did when I first got married. Okay, when I was single, I could do anything. I could build something. I could go anywhere without having to ask for directions. And I could actually, believe it or not, dress myself. The longer you stay in your marriage, you're finding out when you go out with your wife or your fiance or girlfriend, you have your own GPS device sitting right next to you, telling you the turn is coming up in 30 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet. And you're getting so mad at her, you go by it, and she's like, you just missed the turn, which is like the GPS saying recalculating, right? So it's like, God. I look at my clothes that I'm wearing now, and my wife will look at me and say, are you kidding me? Are you wearing that? No, actually, I was thinking about wearing that outfit that was sitting next to this. The one that you picked out and wanted to lay on the bed like you did for all our kids. Right? I guess that's my cue. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.